So we just watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'm gonna say off the bat, I think we have to talk about spoilers.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't
All
think
of
we
our
can-
reviews are spoilers.
Yeah, so
I
this is
guess we can talk about
this
spoilers.
is gonna be a spoiler time. How did you feel about the first Black Panther, guys?
I
It's
liked
good.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I had a good time at it. I think he was the best character in Civil War, maybe except for Spider-Man. Those are the two newest ones at that point, which is really cool.
Spider-Man's barely in it.
Yeah, so was Black Panther, but I like
Black
his
Panther's
art.
in it more though.
Yeah.
And he's way more
character development.
Character driven.
Yep,
Yeah.
I
Spider-Man's
liked,
kind of in it to tease the fact that Spider-Man's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Black Panther in Civil War, but then in Black Panther, the film Black Panther, I thought Black Panther was okay. Now we don't ever get to see him again. So going into this, I was already kind of like, oh man, I kind of wanted to see him grow and develop a little
Oh,
more.
absolutely.
Oh well.
Well,
But-
we saw him grow to the end of the cycle.
I always trust in Ryan Coogler.
Yes.
He has only delivered greatness, and wow, I'm just going to say, I like this a lot better than the first one.
I like this better than the first one as well.
I think I also like this better than the first one. Going into it, Coogler was like the only reason that I was beyond ready for it. Like I was like, this is going to be a good film. I had faith. Dude, like I would have been crushed if this wasn't a good movie at the end of the day.
Yep.
Now, I always trust me some R. Cougs, so.
Our Cougs is the man. Yeah, I really like this movie a lot. I love Namor. I think he's awesome.
The Submariner?
The Submariner himself.
They do a very good job characterizing him and making you have the sympathy for their people.
He is more of an imposing villain than Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah.
Well, you got to see Namor do stuff.
Yeah, exactly. This film is 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect second part to the argument we had during Thor and Love and Thunder, which was that that movie needed to be longer.
Yep.
Because holy shit, they use every minute of screen time in this
Yes.
film.
Yep.
Nothing felt too like wasteful.
I believe that this is the trimmed down version. I believe this is the one with no fat.
Exactly.
This is
I
exactly
would
it.
say like if you hard press me to cut shit out, I'd get maybe 5-10 minutes at most.
Yeah, this is
Agreed.
great. This is an awesome story. I never imagined Shuri in the lead Black Panther role, but the movie doesn't either. And that's the point. That's like her
Yes.
journey as to fill that role that she has to because it's what she needs
See,
to be.
that's really funny because I always like when the horrible news of Chadwick Boseman's passing came, and like people started talking about Black Panther 2, I was like, well, it's gonna be Shuri. It's got to be Shuri.
I was like, it's probably
Bring
going to be
back
Shuri.
Killmonger from the dead.
See, the problem with it being Shuri was that, like, the moment if she were to, you just get Manape going, I challenge for the throne. And then he wins. Because
I mean,
you're supposed to fight without the herb, and he would whoop her fucking ass.
he is Winston Duke.
He's Winston goddamn
he's
Duke.
triple her size.
Well, remember, he almost beat T'Challa
He
in
did.
the first one. He came this close.
No, I know it wasn't that. I just meant like I know some people were like speculating online like what the story was gonna be.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, it's pretty obvious it's gonna be Shuri inheriting Black Panther. Which you're right. Like it's the journey of her getting to that.
Yeah.
point.
And it's the journey of the biggest part of that too is it doesn't happen immediately because Killmonger burned it all
burned
and
it
it was
all.
gone.
Yep.
Literally gone.
Obeying continuity, which
Yep.
is something that the MCU's for some reason struggling to do right now.
I would lump that into COVID, but yeah. In any case, about the movie, I do think that Wakanda Forever is a superior version of the first Black Panther.
Agreed.
I really like how they furthered the characters. It's funny because my favorite parts of the first Black Panther were the supporting characters,
Yeah.
and obviously the news is tragic. But a byproduct of that is that we get more of them.
They're now the lead characters.
You know what's kind of wild? When you think about it, this film's basically an all-female-led ensemble.
It is.
The only 2 males in the film, or 3 males in this film that are really like
Prevalent.
prominent characters are Martin Freeman's Everett Ross, who is a support, like the most minor of supports.
Yep.
Winston Duke's M'Baku,
M'Baku.
who's more of a mentor figure in this one, which I
Yep.
thought was really good development
It
because
is
I'm pretty
awesome.
sure he survived the snap,
Mm-hmm.
so he's already been like.
He is in this film just about as much as he was in the first one, which makes me still want more of him.
I
I
would
agree.
if
And then-
they went M'Baku film, I'd be like,
And then obviously the last is Namor, who's the antagonist. But like the film is about Okoye and Nakia and Shuri and Riri fucking Williams. Let's go.
Yep.
I love Ironheart so much, and she was so good in this film. I hate to say that I'm a little upset that her suit isn't terribly Iron Man-esque, but I also like it because she's doing her own thing. I just feel like it looks a bit generic Gundam.
It looks sort of like a Power Ranger suit.
Yeah.
And I didn't dislike the design, but I don't love it.
I don't mind it because it's fused with like vibranium and Wakanda shit.
Yeah.
So I get why.
I'm looking forward to her next suit in the Ironheart show.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be more.
And I hope that plays into Armor Wars.
Yeah, sure. Probably not none of those characters. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed what they did here. I fucking love this movie. I think it's awesome.
It's so good.
It is.
It's very fun. There's a couple of little tidbit issues. There's some green screen shots that I went. Because the rest of the movie looks almost perfect.
There's a shot of Nakia and Shuri having a conversation. I'm like, is this on a green screen?
Why?
Why is this on?
Because
it
was like with like a normal city in the background. It wasn't
Yeah.
even. It wasn't even like
Yep.
intricate.
Yeah,
which was
it's-
just strange.
It was probably a pickup shot.
Maybe it's cheaper to film on location sometimes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think maybe that was maybe a reshoot.
Who knows?
You know,
Possibly.
But
But there's a couple of problems with that. It is a little long, and you could trim a little bit. But
only a little bit though. I don't think there's much to cut.
yeah,
And I think that like things like green screen, the better the movie is overall, the less impactful it is. So like for me personally, I would call, the green screen was a little wonky in a couple scenes. Knowing that overall the CGI in this film is very
it's really
impressive.
good.
Not only that, they have practical fucking suits for several of the more intricate looking designs. Loved that because I really do hate when the entire suit is just CGI.
yeah, it kind of ruin. It doesn't ruin it, but you can get some weird wonky things with movement.
Yeah.
when it comes down to that.
Like I think the only good example of it is Endgame. The time travel suits are all CGI.
yeah,
That's the only time but I think that's because it's such a basic design that
Yeah.
they worked.
my favorite Phase 4 is No Way Home. My second is either this or Shang-Chi. I haven't decided.
They're the only three good ones.
The only three great ones. I like the rest.
Eternals.
Except
Jake
for Eternals.
loves Eternals.
Eternals is
I'm an
terrible.
Eternals
It's his
apologist, but it's not
I
good.
haven't seen it.
It's fine. It's fine. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is fine. Thor: Love and Thunder is fine. Black Widow is fine. They're
Black
all
Widow's-
just fine.
Black Widow ass, bro.
It was okay back in like Phase 3 to have one or two fine, like all right, whatever. But when it starts to be the whole thing is like
It seems like half of them are
filler
above
episodes.
par, and half of them are kind of at par. And you don't want at par, especially with something this intricate and long.
I'm just glad that, except for Eternals, none have been terrible. Like, DC shits out 3 terrible ones a year.
Black Adam sucked.
Black Adam sucked. That's
Black
the
Widow
latest one.
sucks. Black Adam sucks. You know what doesn't suck? Black Panther.
How
baby.
recently was Black Adam? It's still in goddamn theaters. That's how recently
It's
it
not
was.
doing great.
Is it being seen?
It is technically.
It's barely gonna
Whatever
make it
eyes
through.
were on it are now no longer on it.
All right. Back to Black Panther, guys.
So I think my favorite part about this movie, effects wise, is Namor's air movement.
Yeah.
It looks great.
So good, dude.
It's
Fucking love it.
awesome. I didn't expect him to fly.
Yeah, you didn't know he could fly?
No, I didn't remember that he could fly.
Yeah.
Bro,
He's got
that's
wings
so
on his
fun.
feet.
It's hilarious.
So at the first half of the movie, right when Namor explained like, oh hey, revenge on the surface world and all that shit, I sat there going, oh, they're just ripping off Killmonger. It's just the same exact fucking
Ocean
thing.
Master was my thought.
Really? Because I just got the same. It's the same franchise. Like that's just his thing. I'm gonna go reverse genocide on the rest of the whole world. It's like a whole. Okay, that's his shtick.
I understand it more from him than from Killmonger, but I understand it from both characters.
So that was a problem that I had, and I was ready to go into this review and like, okay, let's do this. But then the second half, and then she meets Killmonger, and I realize, oh no, they're not ripping themselves off. They're using Namor to make a point that Killmongers will rise up, and Shuri needs to decide if she's a Killmonger or a T'Challa. And she's neither, because she beats his ass and then advocates for peace,
Exactly.
which is awesome.
Dude, holy shit.
I said they should just light them on fire, and then she does.
She does. It's great. And I love that too, because she says vengeance has consumed both of us. Don't let it consume our people. They're literally the same person doing the same shit.
Yep.
Oh,
She's
dude,
falling into
the
that trap.
parallels between Shuri and Namor, beautifully done.
Beautiful. I love
and
it.
parallels between T'Challa and Shuri, also beautifully done. Remember the end of Civil War? What does T'Challa say to fucking Baron?
Yep.
Vengeance has vengeance
Yep.
has consumed them. I won't let it consume me.
That is an
She
arc
goes
that,
through
yeah.
the exact same thing that her
Yep.
brother does,
Yep.
and has to learn the exact same lesson. And the ancestor scene, like you barely mentioned it, Killmonger. That is the best scene in the movie because it drops you out from under where you think you are. You're like, all right, she's going into the fucking ancestor world. And part of you thinks she's going to see her mom. But if you're a little smart, you know, okay, I'm pretty sure the only people who are in the ancestor world are previous Black Panthers. So it's going to be her brother, who is not with us anymore. And they didn't, I'm pretty sure they said somewhere that they weren't going to like CGI recreate Chadwick.
Yep.
I might be wrong on that.
Well, they
But
didn't.
I was like, I was 99% sure it wasn't going to be Chadwick.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be her dad. And I was like, I guess that works thematically. And then it's fucking Killmonger.
And I would like to give myself credit. I said it's going to be Michael B. Jordan. And then it was Michael B. Jordan.
It was.
And it's such a powerful scene because it felt a little bit like Tell Don't Show when people were like, oh, Shuri, you're so angry. You're angry all the time. Or like she was like, I have this rage. And I wasn't buying it all that much. I'm like, everyone keeps telling me that Shuri's mad, but I'm not seeing it.
She was internalizing it really well.
She was internalizing it, absolutely. And then when she's like, why are you here? And he's like, you're the one who picked me.
Yep.
That's when I was like, okay, this is what I needed. I needed proof that Shuri is hiding this vengeful fucking rage inside of her.
Yep.
And that she wants to burn it all.
That scene made me like the villain more. And he wasn't even in that fucking scene.
I
That's
know.
how good that scene was. I love that shit.
It was so powerful. And the fact that like they kind of cut that scene off and then showed the end of it. And
Really
I
good.
like the fact that by the end of the movie, Shuri still hasn't told anyone who she saw.
No.
Yep.
She never tells anyone.
Yep. It's a secret. It's like a dark kind of thing because he was this huge, and Wakanda is a huge controversial figure. He fucking
Yep.
took over the throne, goddammit.
Yep.
So obviously she would sit with that. But the fact that like that would also reveal to other people that she's so vengeful to have chosen him without even realizing it, that's huge. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm like blown away by how good this fucking movie. I knew it'd be good because again, trust the Cougs, but like, holy shit. This movie is so fucking good. It is the best MCU movie this year, best super movie this year, low bar, fucking Black Adam. It's either my second or third favorite Phase 4. It really depends. Shang-Chi is so good.
Shang-Chi is so good.
I love Shang-Chi.
And you know what I'm noticing? All three of the good films, you know what they're about? Passing the torch.
Black Panther out of 10s.
Oh, man.
8 or 9.
I'm going 9. Fuck it.
I'm going 9, fuck it.
9 out of 10. This is so good. I wish more MCU movies were like this. You have this big, beautiful ensemble with every single character, and you have this audience that is chomping at the bit for more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those
I want to say
movies.
one thing about this movie, which is why I'm giving it a 9. This movie is not funny.
Yeah.
This
I
movie
noticed
is
that.
not a comedy.
I noticed
this
that.
movie
This is a drama.
It has funny moments. It is not a comedy. Finally.
I was thinking this when they like the first 20 minutes went by and it was like so like serious, like not Zack Snyder level, but like relatively serious for the MCU. I was thinking all those fans that are like, why isn't Blade rated R in the MCU? Bitch, this is your tone. Do this style for Blade. This is it. They cracked it. You can fucking do this.
And you know what? I'm going to say this is some of the best writing the MCU's had in a
Yep.
minute.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Really liked the acting in this film.
Yes.
I love the fact that it's an ensemble too. It's not a lot of the criticism in some MCU movies is that the supporting characters don't feel like characters.
There's caricatures.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're
pretty
just
much.
like, here is your one thing. That is what you are.
And I like to my final point to build off of what you said about Killmonger. Shouldn't this movie has consequences? Shit
Yeah.
happens and it just stays that way. Like Okoye. I don't think she's back in the door of Lalaje by the end of the film.
No, she is now the Midnight Cowboy. I don't
Yep.
remember what
Midnight
it was.
Angel.
Thank you. I was really close.
But
I
all
got
the
Midnight
same,
right.
like they don't restore her titles or anything. She's
No.
just off the door of Malaje.
Yeah, she's just awesome now, as opposed to being awesome.
Yeah. Also, those suits look like the Predator.
They look like blue.
Yep.
They look like
They're
Blue Predator.
hilarious.
So
I
yeah,
like them.
Absolutely go see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Don't go see Black Adam.
Yeah. 2 different films with the word black in the title. One is a fucking bomb, and the other one is the bomb.